Welcome to Last Movie Us. We are back with a video of the finest new web series, and this time we have selected the best new fantasy, action, and thriller shows that you should definitely check out. This list also includes a few returning shows with new seasons, in addition to the new web series, and do comment on which of the new 2023 series is your favorite. Now let's begin the video. Number 10, Yellow Jackets. It is a thriller drama series, created by Ashley Lyle and Bart Nickerson. The first season occurred during a professional soccer competition in 1996. A group of female professional athletes began their trip to Seattle. Nevertheless, their flight path is abruptly disrupted when their plane crashes deep in the woods, trapping the rest of the team for months. The series' remaining episodes follow their survival struggles. The stories also explore the lives of the girls nearly 25 years later. So the series alternates between the present and the future as survivors recount their experiences. Season 2 throws us right back into its terrifying survival world with all the thrills, twists, and suspense where the girls battle and confront new challenges as winter sets. While it can be a bit difficult to keep track of both timelines, Season 2 manages to offer twice as many puzzles to solve and is filled with its signature dark comedy, which is masterfully combined with heartbreaking drama and horror. Number 9, The Watchful Eye. It is a mystery drama thriller series, created by Julie Dirk. The plot centers on Elena Santos, a young lady with a troubled past, who manages to land a job as a babysitter for a wealthy family in Manhattan. As she gets to work, she discovers that each member of the strange mansion has terrible mysteries and hidden agendas, and she must deal with family members whose money comes with pride and a feeling of being above others. The fact that Elena herself has some surprising revelations of her own draws attention to the plot and helps to build a compelling mystery with lots of shocking revelations in each episode that keep you in wonder. The entire plot centers on the Greybourne residence and its inhabitants, all of whom appear to be hiding something. Those who appreciate mystery and suspense shows will find the show to be instantly appealing due to its strong mystery and excellent cast. Nonetheless, some viewers might not find it very engaging due to its slow pacing and certain predictable narrative elements. Number 8, The Gold. It is a mini-series based on true events following the 1983 Brinks-Mat theft. The series centers on the 1983 Brinks-Mat incident, in which a storehouse near Heathrow Airport was broken into, and £26 million in gold bars, jewels and currency were taken. That was the largest heist in recorded history at that point in time. The series also focuses on what happened following the incident and the extraordinary story that unfolded. The story centers on 6 armed men who forced their way into the Brinks-Mat security facility and found gold bars worth £26 million there. The theft of the gold gave rise to a massive worldwide bribery and brought together both small and big thieves, sparking a trail of debate and disaster in its aftermath. What began as a typical attempted burglary evolved into a turning point in the British police record. You will be completely captivated by the story from the very first episode. The narrative is packed with surprises and makes for pure entertainment. It's not a typical heist tale. In fact, this one concentrates more on what happens after the theft, which is very fascinating to watch. Number 7, Agent Elvis. It is an animated action comedy series created by Priscilla Presley and John Eddy. The plot revolves around Elvis, who secretly enrolls in a secret spy program to aid in the fight against the evil powers that threaten the nation and have the potential to destroy the world, while maintaining his day career as the king of rock and roll. Elvis begins saving the world and doing everything he loves. Each episode is highlighted by a few Elvis songs, as Agent Elvis and his co-workers face danger all over the world. The narratives are set in the midst of a huge historical moment and a peak in Elvis's popularity, while an agent attempts to uncover more about what the organization truly wants from Elvis. Even though the humor isn't very strong, the action and comedy make this espionage series, in which Elvis is in full-on action mode, highly entertaining. Number 6, Sky High. It is heist thriller drama series, directed by Daniel Calparsoro. The show focuses on a young woman named Soul, whose husband, the boss of a gang of robbers, mysteriously died recently. In the aftermath, she struggles with parenting her child and other business issues, until she decides to join her late husband's gang of criminals, in order to keep her criminal father at a distance. Soul, determined to seek out life on its own terms, searches out new companions along the journey to assist her in solving the riddle of killings that have shaped her life. As she joins the gang of criminals and gains their loyalty, she's able to resume robbing banks, but neither the police nor the crime syndicates she has to fight with will be keen on offering her an easy victory. The whole story revolves around the heists and the sole husband's death mystery, and provides a good amount of action. Number 5, Superman and Lois. It is a superhero action-adventure series, created by Todd Helbing and Greg Berlanti. Before we get into the third season, which debuted on March 14, 2023, here is a short rundown of the first 2 seasons without any spoilers. Clark Kent and Lois Lane arrive in Smallville with their kids in the first season, where their peaceful existence is disrupted by a strange man Morgan Edge's covert research and his strange connection with Clark. The second season investigates Superman's distressing dreams, which bring him up against Bizarro, while Lois struggles with the Twisted Method organization, following the major confrontation of Season 2 and Season 3. Clark works at the Smallville newspaper and appreciates a simple lifestyle. However, their personal happiness is jeopardized when an investigative mission uncovers a lethal enemy who threatens to alter the Kent family's entire existence. Season 3 currently offers intriguing plotlines that could make this season the best thus far. In short, this series provides the perfect blend of action, adventure, and superhero elements, with a compelling plot that doesn't feel familiar. Number 4, Kin. It is a crime drama series, created by Peter McKenna and Sire and Donnelly. It was just a few weeks ago that I learned about this show, and it's a true gem. The first episode of the second season premiered tonight, and much like the previous season, it features next-level heart-pounding drama. For those who are unfamiliar with this show, the plot centers around an Irish family who becomes entangled in a gang warfare war with competing mob bosses after one of their kids is killed. Kin focuses solely on one of the largest mafia families, with the Kinsellas getting the majority of attention as they cope with the death of a member of their family. One of the main draws is Michael Kinsella, a character played by Charlie Cox, who is released from prison and gradually reverts into his old habits. The first season wonderfully introduces the Kinsella family and the crime world, and it concludes with an extraordinarily spectacular ending that sets the stage for the second season. Overall, it is one of the best crime dramas I have seen recently, and just so you know, it is written by the Last Kingdom show writers. Number 3, School Spirits. It is a 2023 supernatural drama series, created by Megan Trainor. The story centers on Maddie, a teenage girl trapped in the afterlife, who is looking into her own unexplained demise. She begins her quest and embarks on a case-solving adventure as she adjusts to high school in the afterlife. But the more information she uncovers, including more hidden secrets and falsehoods, pushes her further away from the truth. She learns that she is trapped with people who have passed away in the school over the previous century, and interestingly, she is the only individual who can still speak with the living, so she decides to utilize her newly acquired talents to assist. The mystery of who killed Maddie is the show's main attraction, which is wonderfully backed with supernatural elements and emotional themes that keep the plot fresh and immensely interesting. Overall, the show is not a regular teen show, which works in its favor. Although this one has its share of humorous moments, what makes it stand out is its endearing and touching story, which makes the show worth watching. Number 2, The Mandalorian. The third season is finally here, but before we get there, new viewers who have not watched any of the Star Wars films can still watch the show. Just think of it as space science fiction. The plot centers on Din Djarin, a rogue Mandalorian hunter who lives in the galaxy's outermost edges. In his professional life, he is contracted by the last of the Empire soldiers to find Grogu the child. But after a series of unexpected situations, he flees to save the child. Meanwhile, while attempting to reconnect Grogu with his species, he is hunted by Moff Gideon, who wishes to exploit Grogu's link to the Force for evil purposes. Season 1 is about Mandalorian finding and safeguarding Grogu, while Season 2 is about them fleeing the troops hellbent on capturing Grogu. In the new third season, the duo heads to Manhandler so Din Djarin can atone for his offense of removing his armor. 3 episodes have been released so far, and more epic intergalactic adventures are anticipated. The third season falls a little short of the expectations set by the first 2 seasons, but there are still plenty of episodes to come that can change that. Number 1, Shadow and Bone. This is one of the best and least discussed fantasy shows, and it certainly needs much more attention. The second season opened on March 17, 2023, and it outperformed the previous season in practically every way. Here is a short rundown of Season 1 for the show's new viewers so they can start watching. The plot takes place in the fictional nation of Ravka, where a dark cloud fold containing creatures split Ravka in two, with the West attempting to separate from the East. The main plot centers on Alina, a teenage mapper who learns she possesses a special ability that can eliminate the Fold and put an end to the unending conflict. Meanwhile, the Darkling, the Grisha's leader, just so you know, Grisha is a magic user. Knowing about Alina's ability, Darkling enlists her in his army, where she must realize her mission, learn how to use her skill and eliminate Fold. Season 2 follows Alina embark on her quest to demolish the Fold. As the return of a powerful opponent fuels her will to bring down the Fold and finally defeat him, the series is elevated even further by a large number of new characters. The second season is equally exciting and enjoyable as the first, but for me The Crows is the season's shining highlight. Well, this is it. Thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions. See you.